Hey guys. I know that I'm like an hour late. I'm so sorry. I'm not gonna stick you to a schedule. I feel like I'm doing an okay job. I am being consistent in in the fact that I can't stick to a schedule, but that's not the point. Um yeah, it's been a couple weeks since we did a baking stream. If you are new here, I did start a small baking business and we've got a few things we're practicing. Hello, how's it going? And then I also have to fulfill some orders for the Valentine's Day bake. And then working on just some recipes. I'm doing a Chinese New Year box. Um, Again, if you're new here, my partner is Chinese, so he really wanted me to do a Lunar New Year box. So I am, but I don't. I have to practice everything that's going in it because it's all stuff I've never made before. So yeah, we're gonna be doing some chocolates for Valentine's Day. I think we're gonna be doing already kitchen stream. I'm gonna be doing more kitchen streams because of my baking business. Because it's like a home bakery, I feel like it's nice for people to have like some transparency of where I'm baking. Like I don't know, like this day and age, I feel like it's like you want to buy from a home bakery, you want to support like small businesses, but like I want to see where it's happening to know that it's like clean, right? So I was doing cooking streams before, but yeah, now I think this is just it's just like beneficial. Everyone knows what's going on. Everyone can like see where the things they're buying are being made. Um, and just like know it's a clean environment. So yeah. So today is like going to be a little bit of everything. If you've never been to my cooking streams, they are chaotic. It's kind of funny that I do want to run a baking business because I have a tendency to mess things up. Um, but at the end of the day, it's for fun. I like baking. Even if I mess it up, you can just make another batch. So trying not to stress too much about the fact. I can make the same batch of cookies really, really well, and everyone loves it. And I can make the same batch of cookies, and it somehow turns into a blob. I don't know. I'm not. I'm like this with everything. I think it's like the ADHD of it all. But yeah, so we are doing some marshmallow chocolates today to fulfill a Valentine's order. The rest of that Valentine's order will be baked on Tuesday. So I'm pretty sure we're going to be doing a bake stream on Tuesday as well. That's the tentative plan. Um, and then I think today we are going to be doing, I'm pretty sure we're doing black sesame cookies. And it will be my first attempt at Korean honey cookies, which is what this bottle of soju is for. I kept, if I soju and I drink it, I have to put it in the cookies. Um, and then I don't know if we'll get to the pineapple cakes today, just timing wise, but we'll see. So we're gonna start with the sesame cookies because they have to chill, and then we'll go from there. So my kitchen is very small, so if this is your first time coming to a kitchen stream, the angles are not great. I don't have like an island or anything. You get what you get. I try to show you what I'm doing, but it's more for the vibes. So one day I will have like a nice setup, and that day is not today. I'm so sorry. I will try to give you. I also have another tripod, so I do tend to switch between tripods if it gives you a better angle. Um, but yeah, unfortunately, I live in a small house. Small kitchen comes with a small house. So, so these are not my recipe because again, I don't. I'm still new to the world of Asian baking or sweet baking. So I am using other people's recipes. When it comes to like Western baking, those tend to be my recipes. But yeah, this recipe is by Let me see. Namiko Hirowasa Chen. It's from justonecookbook.com. So yeah, this is the recipe we're going to be using for the sesame cookies. And the thing I like about this recipe, and I think all the recipes from this baker, is that they measure a lot of stuff by weight. And I like when people measure things by weight. I used to talk shit about it, but I kind of really like it now. So I think for this we're just going to do half of a batch because this supposedly makes 40 cookies, and I don't really need 40 cookies for a test batch. Okay. So we're going to cut 120 grams. Wow. What? What, right angle? What? I'm going to put my gloves on because as you can see, girls got fake nails. We keep it clean in here. Yes, I am weighing things. So right angle, we had a dispute before about how weighing things in baking is way better, and I disagreed, and I have seen the light. I don't want to hear it, right angle. You were right. I was wrong. I'm a woman who can admit when I'm wrong, okay? It's not often, but in this case, I was wrong. Oh my gosh. Also, I think I'm almost out of butter, and I literally just went to Walmart and I did not buy butter. So that also might keep us from finishing certain recipes today, but I don't know if you guys can hear the music in the background. I did put music on, but it's more for me than for Chad. I'm so sorry. It's a hip hop playlist that Spotify made me, but I think it's funny that my music taste is so varied that it's literally got like it's got Korean, it's got Japanese, it's got Indian, it's got right now we're on like white rappers, Baby No Money. Um yeah, I think there's like Cantonese. There's like everything on this playlist. My music taste is really varied, which I think is a nice thing, but to each their own. Okay. It's like almost 120. Are you kidding me? 121. It's close enough. I'm gonna put these in the fridge. And I need to find the food processor because I actually don't know where it is at this present moment. I got it at the mixer, but it's actually the food processor we need. Your girl, not the brightest. I do my best though, and that's the important part, I think. Anyway. I know it's here somewhere. My missing water bottle's here. We have a wine chiller. Right angle, where is my food processor? Everything but a food processor. In your cupboard. Thank you. Too many cupboards. And me, the one who wanted to have as many cupboards as possible during the kitchen renovation. 2 Instapots. Above mixer. All that's in here is a wine chiller. I'm gonna do a short bitch activity. Oh, where the mixer is now. Bet. What would I do with that right angle? Probably die. I'm trying not to be loud into the mic, but it's very hard when I'm like shifting everything around. Oh. Okay. Thank you. That was so helpful. I don't know where half the shit in this kitchen is. I trust the head chef. All right. All right, so we need 160 grams of flour. Oh, my knife. There we go. We'll use a pretty bowl to measure this shit. Okay, 160 grams of flour, and then we need 40 grams of almond. Yo, that's like right on. I love that. There we go. Okay. Okay, and 40 grams of almond flour. So that brings us to 200 grams. Don't ask me if I know how to do math. The answer is no. I can't do math. I did that shit on my fingers. 202. Close enough. All right, we're gonna put that in here, and then we're gonna do 80 grams of sugar. Oh. Where is my sugar? I don't use regular sugar very often, so it's not ever at the front of the situation. There's so much stuff in this cupboard. Everything but freaking sugar. Brown sugar. A jar labeled brown sugar that doesn't have brown sugar in it. Out of sugar. If we're out of sugar and I already went to Walmart, I'm gonna lose it. I don't even know where the jar that had the sugar in it is. This is crazy. There we go. All right, 80 grams of sugar. Perfect. And that. A 1/13 of a teaspoon. I'm just gonna call that a dash. A 1/13 of a teaspoon. All right, so we do want a finer texture for our sesame seeds. So we are going to Be adding those. And we need 40 grams. I'll take this out for now. All right. Ooh. So 40 grams of black sesame. Oh, I need to get a thumbnail. All right. We add those in. Take them from the refrigerator. Some processor mixed together. Okay. We're gonna blitz this like 3 times. I'm gonna turn y'all this way so you can see what I'm doing. Alright. Now we're gonna add our butter in the fridge. And it's still nice and cold. Okay. Now we're gonna make a dough. I think it's not a very good half of it's not even moving. Alright, so now we're gonna add 1 egg yolk. Don't fail me now. I'm so like not good, but like I'm decent at separating. Yeah, see, this is what happens. Every time I do it on stream, suddenly it's like I've never separated an egg in my life before. I'm like, ugh, it's fine. We did an okay job. Like, I swear I'm not new. I literally separate an egg every day for breakfast. But as soon as I do it on stream, I'm useless. As soon as there's an audience watching, I don't know how to do things. All right. We have a dough. We do have a dough. And so this dough has to be chilled. And I think we're gonna roll it to chill it. I'm gonna turn you more this way. There you go. All right. So these are our dough balls. And then we're going to wrap it up. And we're just gonna roll it into a log. That way. Ah! Man, I hate cling wrap. I'm gonna make sure. Gonna go in the fridge. And this one too. Oh. We're getting too soft here. Okay. Throw this one in the fridge too. And those are gonna chill for 1 hour. So about 3:30. And then let's see. I don't know now if I have. Okay, I think we can do this. We're going to do the chocolates first. They go in steps. Okay. Who is texting me so much? I'm gonna wipe everything down. I have a tendency to get flour everywhere. This is the other thing that right angle is may have been right about. Right angle is was a professional chef. Taught me everything I know. All right. I don't know. There it is. I had my molds. Where did they go? All right. I think we're going to do this over here. Just because. There. I feel like the space is better. Oh no, my oven mitt. Oh. Okay, so we've got to make a double boiler for the chocolate. That is step 1. That's the wrong one. There we go. where we need our chocolates. So the initial way I was doing this didn't end up working. Story of my life. You're kicking the mic for the first 2 seconds when you start it. I didn't wash chocolate out of the rain. Oh. Why can't I open it? How do you have a Ziploc that doesn't unziplock? I'm not saying you are, I'm just saying don't. Okay. So I don't know if it's just like the quality of ingredients these days like don't match with older recipes, but a lot of the recipes that I used to do, because I used to make chocolates in high school, and a lot of these recipes no longer work. So I need a cup. There we go. Usually on the stove. In the land of pumpkins. Hello, Presto. Welcome. This cup is not big enough, but we continue. We work with it. Because we're going to fill it with this shit. I feel like none of these brushes is quite what I need. Fun African American Month fact: the word gumbo comes from the Afro-Bantu name of okra. Oh, that's very interesting. I've never had gumbo. I've seen people online talk about it. I've never eaten it, but it has shrimp, and I don't like shrimp, so I feel like I've never been like super inclined to eat it. Gumbo has shrimp, right? I'm thinking of the right thing. I don't know a lot about American food. Oh, I'm throwing things. It's fine. Oh, it can. So you can have it without it? I feel like I would eat it without it. I don't want to say I like okra because I like okra in very specific ways. I like the Indian, I think it's technically Punjabi, like fried okra, that like with a lot of chilies. But like I feel like there's various ways of cooking okra, and I like it when it's less slimy. Okay, I'm gonna try two methods of the filling for this because I need a different glove. I hate wearing gloves because I'm like want to wash my hands, but I can't. I just have to change the glove. Authentic gumbo is supposed to be a soup that is thin, not a stew that is thick. Okra as a thickener is harder to cook. That makes sense. Okra is When I first started learning how to cook okra, I was not very good at it. Every time the texture came out wrong. But that's literally just fried okra. I think whenever you're learning to cook a new thing, it takes time. I feel like we're heating up the outside more than we're heating up the double boiler. I wonder if there's anywhere to eat gumbo in Toronto. We have foods from all over the world, but I've never. That's one of the things I've never seen. Like I feel like you don't get a lot of American food here. Literally every other corner of the world, but maybe U.S. Mmm, gooseberry. My current or like most recent fruit obsession that I had never discovered is the Hascat berry, um, which is very limited in where you can get it. So I probably will not be eating many Hascat berries. So a Hascat berry, it's from a very specific region of Japan and Russia, but a farmer in Saskatchewan basically like gaslit both a Japanese farmer and a Russian farmer to create a hybrid that will grow in northern. I don't say northern Canada because I think people think of the Arctic, but I mean like northern Ontario and northern Saskatchewan and northern Manitoba. Hascap, Haskap. It's similar to a blueberry. Like it looks like a blueberry, but like if a blueberry was long. It's very good. If you ever come across it, I recommend trying it. Yes, exactly. That was very loud. I'm so sorry. Can you get both? Thank you. I don't think this one's gonna work, but we're gonna try it. Okay, this brush is not gonna be big enough, but it's what we got. We work with what we can. So this is Belgian chocolate melt. And then we are going to put them in our mold. And then we're going to obviously chill. And then hopefully fill it with marshmallow fluff. So the original way I did this when I was younger was using kind of like how you make Rice Krispie treats with melted marshmallows. Um, but from what I can tell, marshmallows are no longer made the same way, and that doesn't really work. So we are back to the drawing board, which I didn't think we would have to be. I thought making really simple chocolates would be a straightforward part of the Valentine's Day cookie boxes, but it is actually one of the harder parts. So I have until Tuesday to get this right, which, if you're like, that's not a lot of time, you underestimate my ADHD and my ability to do things at the last moment. because our cookies that we're chilling right now are also a very last minute recipe test. Girl got I got a lot of ideas and not a lot of ability to. I'm smoking my glove here. Not a lot of ability to follow through until the last second. All right. Hot. We're not trying to cook our glove here. All right. I need a tray. Girl needs a tray. So for now, we're just gonna throw a little bit of chocolate in each one. Oh my god, it's hot. She hot. All right. Yeah, that one's not gonna work for this part. I was correct. I'm trying to remember so many years ago. I'm old. I'm old as shit. I'm trying to remember what kind of brush I used to do this with when I was younger. All right. I'm gonna throw that in the freezer. And then we're going to resume the prep of our piping bag. My scraper, man. I just want my scraper. I'm gonna cut the hole pretty big, to be honest, because I just want to get it. I just want to get it in there. I want to fill that shit when it's time. You gotta wait a bit. I'm gonna see if there's a better brush for what I'm trying to do, but I think these particular molds are much bigger than. I thought it would be nice to do a bigger chocolate, but I think next year I will be doing a smaller chocolate. These, no, these are about the same size. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. I thought marshmallow chocolates would be nice. I like marshmallow chocolates, but it may just be that like a smaller, cuter chocolate would be better. All right. We have the colored chocolates that will go on top. But we'll prep those after. Okay, I guess we can start on the next part. And we'll just do it over here. So this is the dough for the Korean honey cookies. So we're going to sift flour through a mesh strainer into a bowl. Yeah, it's in a bowl. All right, I'm going to turn y'all this way. I'm going to get mashed strainer. It is burned. I'm so sorry. I used it to torch corn. It was still works. Okay, so we're gonna sift 2 cups of flour into this. Please bear in mind that this is my first time making this. I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna turn out. All right. One, 2, 3. Actually, maybe we'll do a half a recipe for this one. I'll do a full recipe. Not that much. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Oh, I'm gonna get the lid. All right. Okay. Drizzle sesame oil and cooking oil all over the flour circularly. Oh, for reference, this is mac and cheese recipe. If you're curious, again, I'm not claiming to own any of the Asian recipes that I'm making. This is curious for friends and family who asked for specific recipes. I don't claim to have some kind of special knowledge about how to make Korean honey cookies or any of the Chinese sweets that I'm making. This was a request. So this is Ming Chi's recipe. I use her recipes for pretty much most of the Korean foods that I know how to make. I trust her with my life, or at least my cooking, when it comes to Korean food. And according to her blog, her family is from a part of Korea that supposedly has the best of these honey cookies. So I thought, who better to trust out of all the recipes on the internet? Where's my tablespoon? The tablespoon, right? Yes. 2 tablespoons of toasted sesame oil. And then I think one tablespoon of regular vegetable oil. And then we're gonna add half a teaspoon of cinnamon. Okay, here's a quarter teaspoon. Okay. Using a rice scoop or a wooden spoon, mix until gently blended. Well, I do live in an Asian household, and we do have a rice scoop somewhere here. Get rid of the larger lumps. Gently rub the flour between both hands a little bit at a time to break up the lumps. There's a lot of lumps. I don't know if using a rice paddle makes it that much different, but I'm gonna try to move you guys. Go more downwards. Very sesame scented. It's very hard to break up the lumps. Like, it doesn't really mix. Also, I do apologize. I cannot see chat right now, so you are looking right into the bowl. I feel like I'm making more lumps than breaking them up. Keep doing it until the big lumps are gone and the flour is well blended with the oil. Oh, it smells so good. Like just straight sesame. I think we have to strain it like through the strainer again to make it fine. Honestly, it's like a sensory experience to just play with it. It has a really nice texture and it smells really good. Like it just smells like toasted sesame. Okay. Okay, we need to sift it into an airtight container. I don't know if it'll fit in. We gonna try. Actually, this one's not that airtight, but my Star Wars ones is. Let me use a smaller. I feel like this is gonna take a little bit. And break up. I hope it doesn't like remake lumps though. Never really cooked anything this way. But my friend asked me to do a Korean sweet to try making a Korean sweet for Lunar New Year. I actually had never even tried Korean sweets because most of the times that I've been offered, it's been in a situation where I was not sure of the ingredients, and I do have a very, very serious nut allergy to peanuts. And so just to be on the safe side, I've always turned it down. Just because usually due to a language barrier, I could not be sure that none of it contained peanuts. So I had never tried anything, and then another friend came to the rescue and brought me some store-bought version of these, like packaged. And so I am trying the traditional method, and we'll see how this turns out. It may take many times, but the one thing I do find with baking is that I'm pretty good at getting it right the first time, because baking is just following instructions. And once you know how to do the thing, usually you could just keep repeating that. And since I'm not coming up with my own recipe for this, I am using the traditional recipe, then I feel like I don't have to worry too much, but I guess we will find out later today. And again, I'm so sorry if you are in chat. I cannot read chat. You are looking at directly into my bowl. I am behind my phone. Once this is all sifted, we are going to go back to our chocolates. And this will be put on the side for now. trying not to get chunks into the bowl. I don't have any kind of traditional shape, so I am going to try making these with the mooncake press that I have, because these tend to be flower shaped from what I've seen, and the mooncake press I have is also flower shaped. In my cheese recipe, she uses the heart. I also could do that, but I want to see if the mooncake press works. Also, because I have yet to use it. We have not made mooncakes. Because the mooncake press was bought after. It was bought after Mid-Autumn Festival. And also, Right Angle talks a lot of shit about me making mooncakes, but then when it comes down to making them, he does not actually want to make them. Which is unfortunate because I very much love I love a double yolk red bean mooncake. But I can't eat a lot of store-bought mooncakes. Again, because of my peanut allergy. Alright. Going to put this in the fridge, and then I'm going to wipe everything down, and we're going to resume our chocolates. Alright, and back. There's so much flour everywhere. I'm not a person who can cook without making a mess, if I'm quite honest. It used to bother my mother immensely. Alright. We are resuming the chocolates. So, chocolates. And then we've got a piping bag of marshmallow, which I have to, we'll see how this goes. Hopefully it goes the way I want it to. Because I don't want to keep sticking around. But I do have a backup plan, should it not. I'm going to invite you lower, chat. Whoa, not that low. Chill. Whoa. Okay, I know you want to go down. Chill. All right. Okay. Okay. Bet. So far, so good. Okay. This is what I was hoping for. I think we're gonna need more marshmallow, but that's okay. Because what I wanted to happen is working, and that's what's important. I'm gonna refill this, and we're gonna finish. All right. That looks so bad. All right. Okay. We are going to flatten this shit out. Hopefully this works. I think it works. Okay. If I don't have enough chocolate, I'm literally gonna. I should have enough if I measured properly. Okay. Um, I need to move some stuff. There's too much in my way. All right. I do this without making a big mess? Probably not. Mistakes were made. I make them often. We move on. All right. Let's see. Let's see if this works. Cross your fingers. That it behaves the way it's supposed to behave. Oh I don't think it's working. Okay, there we go. Oh, too much stress. Okay, hopefully that works. I don't know what I'm going to do if it doesn't, but an attempt was made, and that's the important part. Whoop. All right. We're going to take a brief break. I'm going to tidy some stuff up and get ready to do the sesame cookies, and then we'll come back. All right, I am back. We are going to cut our sesame cookies and put them in the oven now. The oven is just preheating. They do seem to have hardened a fair bit. Unfortunately, I made one of them much shorter than the other, so oh no. Okay. We will go with this one first. And it's supposed to be let's see, 20 cookies per thing. So let's see. That did not work at all. No. No. Okay, maybe. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Trust the process. This one is gonna be like a I don't know. I don't know, man. A little nub. That's just for me, okay? Well, you guys are not getting a good view right now. I'm so sorry. I'll try to. Woo! There. I think that's should be. Is that a good? Yeah, I think so. Okay, they're coming apart. We can deal with that. Yeah, I think they weren't squeezed. I didn't squeeze them well enough. One, two, three, four, five. I don't think I'm gonna get 20 of this. I don't know who made this recipe. All right. Need to get 4 more. Maybe. 1, 2. I don't think I'm gonna get 4. No, I think this is gonna have to be its own one. Really? Oh, I combine these two into one cookie. Also, if this cookie cooks better, I'm not gonna do the roll up. I'm gonna try this first, okay? I'm gonna try this first, and then we'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, we're baking these for 15 minutes. So we will keep this aside for the next batch. These are gonna go in the oven for 15 minutes, and we'll see if this one turns out nicer than these ones. Then I'm not. Yeah, I'm gonna do the rest like this, but I just don't know how the texture is gonna be. So each cookies are 53 calories. That's not too bad. Good job, Asian cookies. Asian cookies always be the healthier ones. Okay. Watch those cookies for a second, chat. All right. I need to juice a ginger. Juice a ginger. That sounds nasty. I think we'll do that later. Maybe tomorrow. We're gonna throw these in the oven, and then I think that'll be it for today. Just because everything else has multi steps, and I don't really have the time to finish it today because I am going out for dinner for some pre-lunar New Year shenanigans. So, whoa, you get to look at my face now. Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna throw these in the oven. I will post. Probably, I'm only gonna post these on my baking page. So if you would like to see, these will be on the baking page and the baking the Instagram and the TikTok. Oh my gosh, which is Kawaii Cookie Kitchen. Alternatively, I might post them on my personal red note because I have been getting messages on my personal red note about the stuff that I bake. So that's very loud. Yeah, so on my personal red note or on my cookie page. I do reshare my cookie stuff on my personal, but yeah, if you are interested in anything related to baking, that's where to find it. I will see you guys tomorrow for Sunday Sims. But thank you for watching me bake shit. Bye bye. Oh, I can't turn it off.